Uh, Welcome to the GATE online classes. So in the last session we have stopped at previous GATE questions on regular languages and finite automata, and now we will continue with the discussion. And if time permits, we will start context-free grammars and context-free languages along with PDA. Right? Now here is a question. If L1 equal to a power n, and n greater than or equal to 0, and L2 equal to b power n greater than or equal to 0. That is, L1 is string of a's including epsilon, and L2 is string of b's including epsilon. Two statements are given. L1, L2 is a regular language. For L1, if you see the if you write the regular expression, it becomes this. Right? So this is the regular expression for L1, and for L2 it is P star. So in the first statement he said L1, L2, that means A star, it is A star, B star. And in the second statement he said he defined L1, L2 as A power n, B power n, that is equal number of A's followed by B's. That means all A's, so n number of A's followed by n number of B's. If you look at the first statement, for the first one, this is a regular expression, so this language is going to be regular. But for the second statement, that language is not going to be regular, because the number of A's, first you have to count how many number of A's are there, and you have to remember them. And there is no restriction on n, so it could be any number. So finally what happens is, you need to remember infinite number of A's. If it is 10, you have to remember 10. If it is 12, it is 12. If it is 1000, then you have to remember 1000. That means there are infinite number of patterns, infinite number of A's you need to remember, so that that number should be compared with the number of B's which are followed after A's. So you cannot design an FA. Even if you want, you can use pumping lemma, where you can assume that n is the constant used. So you can prove that L1, L2 is not regular. So our answer is A. Only one is regular. So only one is correct, the other one is not correct. Right? Next, the number of states in the minimal deterministic finite automata corresponding to the regular expression. The regular expression given is 0 or 1 whole star 1 0. So if you go that, the description of the languages will be any language, any strings of zeros and ones and ending with 1 0. So when it ends with 1 0, so you have to check for the last two symbols, whether the last but one is 1 and the last one is 0. So what should I do is, if you define an FA, then one state for remembering nothing. That means your string does not start with 1 in the last but 1. If it starts with 1, you get 1, and if it starts with 0, you get 1. So 1, 2, 3. This is how you can check. But if you minimize, you can also minimize. Usually the approach is, you have to design NFA for this. For example, the NFA for this is like this: 0, 1. Then I'll write here. So this is 0, 1, 0, 1. Then so on 1, this is on 1, and this is on 0. This is NFA. So what you have to do is, you have to convert this to DFA, and then you have to minimize it. But this is a long procedure, and for 2 marks you cannot afford that much amount of time. So you just inspect what is the language. The language is ending with 1 0. And so what we do is we just see the DFA. Less than this is not possible. So you need to remember how many patterns means 3 patterns. One pattern is your string does not match with what is required, that is null pattern. Then the next pattern is your string starts ends with 1. If it is followed by 0, then you can accept, right? So this is how you can get it, right? So the minimum number of states is 3. So this is the approach, but for 2 marks you cannot afford this approach, so you can go for it. Let L be the language represented by the regular expression. So sigma is 0, 1. So what is your regular expression? The regular expression given is sigma when it is 0, 1. So sigma star is 0 plus 1 or 0, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. Then I'll write here. Let me write here. I'll write here 0, 1 whole star 0, 0, 1, 1, then 0 R1 sigma star. So this is the expression. So what is the expression? So what are your strings in the language? Strings in the language are containing 2 zeros, 2 consecutive zeros and 2 consecutive ones, containing the substring 0, 0, 1, 1 in other words. What is the minimum number of states in a DFA that recognizes the complement of L? So the complement of L is you should recognize 0, 0, 1, 1. That means if you write the DFA for this, what you have to remember is whether the string 0, 0, 1, 1 is appearing or not. So if you draw the DFA, you get like this. So whenever I'm not writing the other things, whenever 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So this is 0, 0, 1, 1. So this is your let me. So this is your 0, 0, 1, 1. Let us say I'll write from here. Let us start here. So 0, then 0, then 1, 1. So this is your final state. And after that you can have any number of zeros and ones. And I'm not writing the remaining things, so it will check for 0, 0, 1, 1, and if it is there, it will come here. So this is for L, and if you want for L bar, so what we have done in the DFA is this is the minimum state DFA that you require. Now, when you want this L bar, so what you have to do is you have to reverse the final states and non-final states. So final states will become non-final states and non-final will become final states. This is the minimum DFA required for L. So for L bar also, this will become the minimum state DFA. So how many you require is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in L bar also you will have 5 states. L and L bar, it will not change. Now, next one. Which of the following languages are regular? Is it 1 or 2 or 3? Now look at this. The first language L1 is WXW power R, where W power R is the reverse of the string W. So strings of A's and B's and then separated by a single symbol X. So X can be A or B, one symbol, and W power R. If this is the case for L1, if you look at L1, so if this has to be regular, then what you have to do is for this strings in this language to test, first you have to remember this W, and there is no limit on the length of W, or there is no pattern. So what you have to do is you have to remember this entire W up to X, and then you have to compare it with W power R. So you cannot draw FA for this, because you need to remember entire W, and there is an infinite number of such W's for this A, B whole star. So this is not going to be regular. So there is no FA for L1. If you go for L2, it says M is not equal to N. That is, number of A's and number of B's are not equal. That means you need to count the number of A's. You need to count the number of A's in the first part. Then you have to compare it with the second part. So similarly, so you need to remember infinite number. So this is not a regular expression. You cannot write regular expression. Now A power P, B power Q, C power R, and P, Q, R are greater than or equal to 0. Now there is no restriction on the A's, B's and C's. You can have arbitrary number of A's and arbitrary number of B's and arbitrary number of C's. Or in other words, for L3, I can write A star, that is A power P, any number of A's including 0. P star, any number of B's including 0. Then C star, any number of C's. So this is your L3. So this is regular. So which is regular? Only L3 is regular, right? Only L3 is regular. Which one of the following regular expressions represents the language? The set of all binary strings. What is the language? The set of all binary strings means your input alphabet is 0, 1. Your input alphabet is 0, 1. So binary strings with the 0, 1, your input alphabet, and having 2 consecutive zeros and 2 consecutive ones. So what we have is 2 consecutive zeros and it is AND. The conjunction is AND. If it is OR, it is going to be different. Right? It is AND. That means you should have 2 consecutive ones and also 2 consecutive zeros. And there is no relation. That means they can be anywhere in the string. Zeros you can have 2 zeros, 2 ones, either beginning or at the end or in the middle, anywhere. And these 2 patterns can be anywhere. So now let me check this. 0 or 1 whole star, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. If you look at this, even though it gives you the desired strings, but it says that 0, 0 and 1, 1 are always following each other. That means if you get 0, 0 followed by 1, 1 or 1, but it is not given here. So this will give you a subset of the language, but not the total language. Now if you look at this, any number of any string of zeros and ones, then 0, 0. So 2 consecutive zeros followed by arbitrary number of zeros and ones, and then 1, 1. So here 0, 0 or 1, 1 anywhere, or 1, 1, 0, 0 anywhere. You see 1, 1 or 0, 0. So 1, 1 appearing before and 0, 0 appearing after, and in between you can have anything. So this is now making you to go for strings of zeros and ones with 0, 0, 1, 1, either beginning anywhere. In between also you can have anything followed by 0 or 1 whole star. So this is your string. This cannot be your string, because if you look at this 0 or 1 whole star, 0, 0, 0. So this will give you only 0, 0, but not 1, 1. It will also generate some strings in which there is no 1, 1. If you take this, it will give you only with 1, 1, containing 1, 1, but not 0, 0. Some strings may be may not contain 00 for this. So you won't get this. And for this, you are getting the pattern either at the beginning or at the end. One at the beginning, one at the end. So this is your wrong answer. So the thing that is giving for us is is B. So the correct answer for us is B. The number of states in the minimum size of DFA that accepts the language defined by the regular expression. What is the regular expression? We have 0 or 1 whole star. So any string of zeros and ones, then you can have 0 or you can have 1, then followed by any string of zeros and ones. So minimum size of DFA means you require at least 1 bit or 1 alphabet symbol, 0 or 1. So that is going to be, if you get a single 0 or single 1, then after that you can have anything. Right? So what you require is, you require to remember only 1 bit. It can be anywhere. It can be anywhere. Right? So this is your initial state and this is your final state. So how many you require? 2 states for the minimum state DFA. Less than that is not possible. Consider the following 2 statements. If all states of an NFA are accepting states, then the language accepted by the NFA is sigma star. So first statement is right, because if you see, if every state is accepting state, then you give any input string, it can transfer in any state and every state is final state, so you get sigma star. The language accepted sigma star. So number 1 is correct. Now if you go for number 2 statement, there exists a regular language A such that for all languages B, A intersection B is regular. A intersection B is regular. Is there any such language? I can check, for example, let us say the language phi. If I take the language phi, then phi intersection B, any language you take, any language. So phi intersection B is always phi. Or I'll take epsilon intersection phi. Right? So if I take epsilon intersection B, any other language B, right? So epsilon intersection this is always epsilon. So there exists a regular, so there is at least one language. It doesn't say for every A. There exists a regular language, so I have given you 2, but you can give only 1 also. So there exists, and hence the statement 2 is also true. So which one of the following is correct? Both 1 and 2 are true. Right? So your answer is C. So both are correct. It need not be only empty language. You can go for phi, or you can go for null containing null string. You can have only 1 A, anything. Right? Now consider the language L given by the regular expression. Consider the language L given by the regular expression, single alphabet, A plus B whole star. So what is your regular expression? A plus B whole star, then B followed by A plus B. The smallest number of states needed in the DFA accepting L. So what is your language? Any string of A's and B's followed by or concatenated with B, then A or B. That means your string is concatenated with BA or BB. Any string concatenated with BA or BB. BA or BB. Right? So this is BA or BB. String ending with BA or ending with BB. If you look at this, the second symbol from the right end is B or 1. In other words, while going for the discussion of theory part, I said if second symbol from the right end is 1, then second symbol, then the states required is it's a 2 power k, right? So for this it is 2 power 2. That means you require 4 states. Second symbol, right? Kth symbol 2 power k. Second symbol 2 square. That is 4 states you require. I require 4 states. What are those 4 states? These are the states. So ending with BB or BE, right? So you can go for this. BB or BE, right? Next. Let delta denote the transition function and delta denote the extended transition function. That should be delta star. So don't worry about it. Then epsilon NFA transition. Whose table? So this is NFA epsilon. So what you have to do is the table is given below. Now you have to go for Q2 comma ABA. That means now it is not starting in Q0. What you have to observe here is you have to start in Q2 and then you have to process the input string ABA. You have to process the input string ABA starting in Q2. So when you start in Q2, first, because this is NFA epsilon, first you have to take its epsilon closure. So before processing any input string, that is ABA, my string is ABA. So first you have to take epsilon closure of Q2. Now what is epsilon closure of Q2? Now Q2 epsilon is Q0. Look at this, Q2 on epsilon goes to Q0. So initially it includes Q2, right? So first I will go include Q0, right? Now look at this, Q0, then Q0 on epsilon, Q0 on epsilon goes to Q2, Q0 on epsilon goes to Q2. So, but anyway it will include Q2 because epsilon closure of state itself is state. So I am writing in numerical order so that it will be easy for me. So Q0, Q2, or you can write Q2, Q0. Right? So Q2 on epsilon is Q0 and Q0 on epsilon is Q2. So only 2 states. Now you have to see what is this Q0, Q2 on A. What is this? Q0, Q2 on A. So what happens now? Q0 on A. Now Q0 on A is Q1. So Q0 on A is Q1. Then Q2 on A. So Q2 on A is 5. Q2 on A is 5. So Q1 union 5 is Q1. Then epsilon closure of Q1. What is epsilon closure of Q1? So Q1 and Q2. So Q1 on epsilon is Q2 and Q2 on epsilon is Q0. So what do you get? So on A, Q2 on A is Q0, Q1, then Q. So we have got Q0, Q1, Q2, right? So this on A, Q2 on A. Now this on B. Now you have to give input B. So Q0 on B, Q0 on B. So this you have to take. Q0 on B is Q0, then Q1 on B, Q3. So Q0, then Q3, Q0, Q3, and Q2 on B is null. So this is Q0, Q3. Now you have to take the epsilon closure of Q0, Q3. What is epsilon closure of Q0? Q0 and Q2. Q0 and Q2. Okay? And for Q3 there is no epsilon transition. So the epsilon closure of this Q0, Q3 is Q0, then Q2, then Q3. This on B. Now you have to take this and you have to take the input symbol A. The next symbol for me is A. So A. Right? Q0 on A. Q0 on A is Q1. So Q0 on A is Q1. Then Q2 on A. Q2 on A is 5. Q2 on A is 5. Then Q3. Q3 on, so Q3 on A. Q3 on A. Let me see what is Q3 on A. Q3 on A 5. So what you have got is Q1. Now epsilon closure of Q1. Epsilon closure of Q1 is Q1, then Q2, then Q2 on epsilon, Q0. So what you get now is Q0, Q1, Q2, Q0, Q1, right? So this is your answer. What is that answer? So we have C. So it is Q0, Q1, Q2. What you have to observe here is it is not starting in Q0, but it is starting in Q2. Next. Let n be the NFA with n states and let k be the number of states of a minimal DFA which is equivalent to n. That means minimal DFA. So now NFA is converted into NF. An NFA is taken. NFA is taken with n states, and this is converted into DFA. Or in other words, I say there is a minimal DFA which is equal to this NFA, which is equivalent to this NFA. There is a DFA which is minimum DFA and equal to this, and this has the minimum number of states, right? So then which one of the following is necessarily true? K greater than or equal to n. What is K? K is the number of states. So what would be the number of states, or what is the relation between the states of NFA and states of minimal DFA? Look at this. Suppose I convert this NFA into DFA, right? Into DFA, then what is the maximum number of states you get here? Because it is n in the DFA, you will have the subsets of this number of states. If you have seen the conversion of NFA to DFA, so this is going to be the states in this is 2 power q. So the number of states is 2 power n. This is the maximum number. Greater than this is not possible. Now, if you convert this into minimal DFA, and this DFA will be equal, right? This DFA and this DFA will be equal. This is given for us as K. Now this is, suppose you convert this into, or you minimize that DFA, then what happens? The number of states may reduce or may remain same. Suppose this is already the minimum, then it will not reduce. Otherwise it may reduce, but if it doesn't minimize, then the number of states will be 2 power n. If it reduces, it will be less than 2 power n. But greater than this is not possible. That means what are the number of states here will be equal to this. So what is your K? K is the number of states in this. So this is always may reduce or may not reduce. So it is K less than or equal to 2 power n. So this is your answer. So this is possible. This is not, this may be true, but the relation is this. K greater than or equal to n means it could be anything. Greater than 2 power n also, but he has not given. So this cannot be, this is not possible, and this is also not possible, right? Next. May not be true always for this. So it is K less than or equal to 2 power n. Which of the following regular expressions correspond to the language of all strings over the alphabet A, comma B that do not end with AB? So they will not end with AB. So strings are your alphabet is AB, so any string of A's and B's, and they should not end with AB. Now look at this. Look at this. String will not end with AB. A plus B whole star, A, B, B. But there is another one, see, B. If you look at this, it may also end with AA. It ends with AA, but it can end with BA also, right? It will end with AA or BA, but you may not get the things, but what you get is some strings will not be available here, right? And for this also, it may be AB also, so it will end with AB for this. It will end with AB. Now, if you look at this, it always ends with AA or BA or BB. But if you pick this as the correct answer, you won't get this 1A, 1B. They will also not end with AB, and lambda also not ends with or null string also does not end with AB. So along with this strings of length 2 or more, here you get strings of length 2 or more that do not end with AB. But here you may get strings of length 1, but epsilon you don't get here for this. Epsilon you don't get here. But this is not going to be correct because it will give you strings ending with AB. 1B if you take here, it will end with AB. So this is wrong. This is wrong. This may not give you some strings, but this will give you all strings that will not end with AB. Right? So this is important. Strings of length 1, strings of length 0. Here they are not. Strings of length 0 is not included. Right? Let L1 and L2 are regular sets. Regular sets means regular languages defined over the alphabet sigma star. Mark the false statement. So you see two regular union. Regular languages are closed under union. So this is right. Then they are also closed under intersection, but it says is not regular. But L1 intersection L2 is also regular. So this is false. And L1 star is regular, this is true. And L1 bar, sigma star minus L1 means L1 bar. They are closed under complementation. So these three are true. This is false statement. Because regular sets are also closed under intersection. Which of the following regular expressions? Which of the following regular expression does not represent strings beginning with at least 1 0 and ends with at least 1 1? So you can just observe the things. It starts with 0, but this is not going to give you all strings that will end with 0, begin with 0. Right? And similarly, you go for this B. So 1 0 compulsory. So the strings are ending with beginning with 0, and this 1 is compulsory. So strings are ending with 1. So you can have 0 or 1 whole star, or 0 star means epsilon, and 0 or 1 whole star. And so this is going to be correct. And so 1 0 1 1. So they are beginning with 0, ending with 1. In the middle, you can have anything. So this is true, and this is also true. But the perfect regular expression with minimization and everything, this is perfect. This is also the same thing, but if you minimize, simplify this, you will get this 0 star 0 or 1 whole star, because I take epsilon from this and then anything from this, so you get it, right? So your answer is C. B is also correct. Then the finite state machine, FSM is finite state machine. Shown in the figure accepts what language? Starting state and ending state. There are no transitions, only initial state. So this is going to accept only epsilon because there are no other transitions, and starting state is also final state. So you will accept only epsilon. Now here the FSM shown in figure accepts what? So we'll start here, and on A and on B will be in the same state, right? So any number of A's and any number of, and this is not a final state, and hence it is not going to accept any string. So it will not accept no strings at all. Or in other words, the language accepted by it is 5. Now consider the machine M shown below. What is L of M? What is the language accepted? If you observe, to go to the final state S3, I am getting A and 1A. After that, it is A or B whole star. You can have A and B. A, A. If you observe this path, you will go to S4, B, B. So what I am getting is B, B. So what I got is B, B followed by A or B whole star. Now look at this B, and then if you get A, it is going to S1. You get A, is going to S1. If you get, say from S1, if you get B, it is coming to S2. That means from S1, what is happening? One more A, you will go to final state. From S2, one more B, you will go to S4. That means if you observe carefully, when I'll write here. The strings are A, then A or B whole star. This is for S3, and for S4 what it is? B. For S4 it is B, A or B whole star. So this is S4 and this is S3. So what is your string? The words starting with A or B. Look at this. So they are starting with A or B. This or this. It starts with A. But if you look at this, B, you can also get BA, right? BA, and then they are going. So whenever it says this is for S3 and this is for S4, but still there is something missing. So what you have to observe here is, after, if you get 1B and you get A, you are going to S1. That means I am checking whether two A's are appearing or not. S1 is for single A and S2 is for single B. So whether whenever you get two B's or two A's, you are going to final state. That means the word starting with A, B, B, maybe, but this is a subset, but not the total set. Now, if you go for this words ending with, so this is not correct because there are transitions, and words containing A or B as a subword. This is perfect, right? Because as soon as I see A, wherever I see one A, I'll check for another A. One B, I'll check for another B, right? So when A is a substring, you will be in S3. When BB is a substring, first you get, then you will be in S4, right? And hence my answer is C. So you have to be very careful, because sometimes there are some things which are subset of the language. If you mistakenly, this is also correct, but this will give you a subset of this language, the language accepted by this. The regular expression for binary numbers that are multiples of 2. If you observe multiples of 2 and written in binary, for example, first is 0, then next is 2, next is 4, next 4, then 6, then 8, then 10, and so on. So if you look at this, all are even numbers, and for even numbers, the binary numbers for even numbers is in the units place you will have 0, and remaining could be anything, ones or zeros. If this is the case, then you will get even numbers which are divisible by 2, and hence the required regular expression is this 0/1 means 0 plus 1 whole star 0. So your regular expression is B. Which of the string is accepted by given ND? Which of the string is accepted by ND? C. So one C, then A or B. Single C. So initially you have to get C from starting state. C, A or B whole star. You can get A, B, any sequence. So my answer is C followed by A or B any number of times. Consider the two regular languages L1 and L2. What is L1? L1 is strings ending with A. You can see L1 always ends with A and L2 always begins with B. The intersection of L1 and L2. So intersection means strings from this and strings from this. This will contain all strings ending with A and this will contain all strings beginning with B. Right? So if it is intersection, you should have strings ending with A and strings beginning with B. So what is your regular expression? Strings beginning with B and ending with A. This is my regular expression. Right? That is the intersection. If it is R, it is going to be different. Now consider the FA shown in the figure given below, where this is the starting state and this is the ending state. The language accepted by FA is, you see, B repeated any number of times, B star. On A, I am going to final state. This is final state. Here just specified but not given. But if you want for clarity, you can go for it. So this is final state. Whenever I am getting A, whether B's are there or not, I am getting A. It is going to final state, and upon A, I am remaining in final state. That means I am always checking whether I have A. If I get B, once again I am going back to initial state, which is not a final state. So whenever I see A, I am coming here. That means at the end, you should see 1A. 1A, you come to final state. That means this is my language. Right? Strings ending with A. Here you have NPDES. Regarding the power of recognizing languages, which of the following statement is false? NDFA are equivalent to DFA. This is true, we know. And this we have not discussed, but later I'll tell you. And NPDA are equivalent to DPDA. This is wrong. Non-deterministic PDS cannot be converted into equivalent deterministic PDS. And this is true. Non-deterministic Turing machine are equivalent to deterministic Turing machine, and multi-tape Turing machines are equivalent to single-tape Turing. This is true. So wrong one is D. When we discuss the Turing machines, we will go for that. Now consider the diagram of DFA given below. If you remember this, this is I think even number of zeros and even number of ones. what is the language of the given DFA. Right? So W has even number of ones and even number of zeros. See, you always 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 1. We have even number of ones, but zeros are odd 0. Whenever you have two zeros, when only 1 1 1 0, you are here. That means this is the standard DFA, and you always accept 1 1 0 0. If it is 1 and 0, you will be here. When both are odd, so ones are even, you will be here. Zeros are also even, you come to Q0. So this is for accepting even number of ones and even number of zeros. Now this is description of this regular expression, strings generated by this. So what we have is a plus b whole star, a plus b whole star, a. That means strings of odd length having a at the middle. A at the middle, it doesn't say these two are equal. These two are equal. It can be anything and this can be anything. So this is wrong. All strings containing A and B, but this is also wrong because you have only one A, and all strings of odd length, but you don't get single B. Even though there are strings of odd length, but there must be one A. So all strings containing at least one A is true. This is true. Even though you get odd strings of odd length, you may not get B, or you may not get 3 B's. 3 B's cannot be generated here, right? Only string of B's cannot be generated here. One A must be there. So all strings containing at least one A. Now let L be the set of all strings over 0, 1 of length 6 or less. This is already we have written. So this we have written already when we have discussed in the first class. We have discussed of length 6 or less. If it is of length 6, this is correct, but or less also, that means we should also get strings of length 0, length 1, length 2 and so on. So I get this 6 symbols including epsilon. Then you get length of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maximum 6. And given the regular expression, give the regular expression. Let us see this. This is also standard. So you have any number of zeros, then any number of zeros. There is epsilon transition. Without zeros also, you can come to Q1. Then you can have any number of ones. So without ones also, you can come from Q1 to Q2, and then you can have any number of twos. So what is your language? Any number of zeros. There is no coming back from Q1 and Q2. So we have any number of zeros followed by any number of ones followed by any number of twos. This is 0 star, 1 star, 2 star. If you want, you can apply Arden's theorem. What is Arden's theorem? If you apply for Q0, let me go for Q0. Q0 equal to, so what do you get? Q0, 0 plus epsilon, because it is initial state. If you apply Arden's theorem, what do you get? Q0 equal to 0 star. And Q1 is Q0 epsilon. So what is Q1? If you write for Q1, Q1 equal to Q0. I think you cannot apply Arden's theorem because there is epsilon here. So don't apply. If you want to apply, that should not be epsilon transition. So don't do this. You can convert this into NFA and do it. But by simple observation, you can see this is 0 star, 1 star, 2 star. If it is not possible by observation, then you have to remove these epsilon transitions and then you have to go for this. Right? Removing epsilon transitions also, there is a shortcut method that you can see later. we're not discussed, but you can do that by calculating epsilon closer and on 0, on 1, you can do it. But this is straightforward process. You can clearly observe the language. Now a plus b, then a plus b whole star. So either a or b concatenated with a or b. That means one symbol from here, one symbol from here. So 2 a, ab, ba, bb. Then whole star repeated any number of times. So what do you get? All strings of even length, because every time you are taking a string of length 2, any string. So this is all strings of even length. If a DFA is represented by the following table, transition table, then how many states does the corresponding minimal DFA? Means first you have to draw your DFA. So first you have to draw. So first you should draw your DFA. How? So this is A, initial state, on 0. How many I have? 5. Let me see whether I have my. Right, I have this. So this is my minimum state DFA, and you have to apply the procedure, DFA minimization algorithm, and you will get the minimum state DFA. By observation, it is difficult for you to observe, but still, if you have practiced well, you can observe. Look at this, from A on 0. Every state on 0, every state, look at this, every state on 0, every state on 0 is going to be, B. That means B is for remembering whether you have a 0. You have a 0. Then 1, 0, 1, and this is 1. 0, 1, 1. That means when you are in E, when you get 0, 1, 1, you get one more 1, then at the end you get 1, 1, 1, and one more 0 you are coming. So this is the for strings ending with 0, 1, 1. This is strings for ending with 0, 1, 1. So for that, if you draw the minimum state DFA, you will get it. Right? For 0, 1, 1, you require 0, 1, 1. So this is your DFA. When you are 1, you are coming to C. Right? Or this is equal to this. C on 0, A on 0. C on 1, A on 1. A and C will merge. A and C are going to merge. But you better apply the minimization algorithm. If you have practiced it very well, then you will get it. Which language does the following DFA accept? What is this? It will accept null string, right? Because initial state is final state. And A, look at this A, then it is coming to 3 and not any A's and B's are not accepting. That means if you get AA, there is no way that you will accept it, right? And you are in VA, also it is coming here. That means you don't get AA or BA, right? So BB or AB repeated, AB or BB repeated any number of times, right? So AB, BB repeated any number of times, including epsilon. Or in other words, I say it does not contain AA, and it does not contain AA, and also it does not contain BA or EA. Right? So either you can do this, or you can also say like that. Okay? So this is your answer. Next, which of the following statements are false? The regular expression 1 or 10 whole star denotes all strings of zeros and ones beginning with 1 and so if you look at this 1 or 1 0 beginning with 1, so this is true, and not having two consecutive zeros. Look at this. If at all it is 1, you have followed by 0, and it is beginning with 1, it doesn't begin with 0. So 1 or 1 0, then after 1 0 you can put 1 or 1 0, that means 0 and not having two consecutive zeros. So this is correct. So this is correct. Next, the regular expression 0 or 1 whole star 0 1 1 denotes all strings of zeros and ones ending with 0 1 1. This is right. And this 0 0 1 or 1 0 whole star denotes all strings of zeros and ones, at least two consecutive zeros. At least two. This is wrong because it begins with 0 0. It is not at least. It is not at least. Even though you have two zeros are there, you can have more than, but still there is some more condition. Only they are appearing at the beginning. So let me see what is D. The regular expression 0 or epsilon 1 or 1 0 denotes all strings of zeros and ones that do not have two consecutive zeros. So you get single 0, epsilon or 1 concatenated with. So 0, epsilon, then 0, 1 or 1 0 or that do not have two consecutive zeros. So D is correct. So you don't get two consecutive zeros. So denotes all strings of at least two consecutive zeros. So this is going to be correct for us because this will give you this is false. Denotes all strings at least two consecutive zeros. But it says these two consecutive zeros only at the beginning, but they could be anywhere according to this statement. According to this, it will give you beginning at 0 0, but this says all strings are ending with the two consecutive zeros, right? So there is no relation between these two. So this is wrong. So C is A is also false. Using the regular expression denotes all strings of the beginning with 1 and not having two consecutive ones. So epsilon is there, right? So A is also false. So you can go for A or C. Next, consider the following machine M. So what is this machine? B, A, any number of A's. Two A's are required, and after that you can have A's or no A's. B, B. Then once you have A, B, B, then A or B whole star. After A, B, if you get A, once again I'm coming back to S. So that means I'm checking for A, B, B. You can see the set of all words starting with A, B, B. No, this is wrong because it can start with B also. Any number of B's. So this is wrong. Set of all words having A, B, B as a subword. Now A, B, B. When I see A, B, B, I'm coming to S4 and then I'm accepting anything. So as soon as I see A, B, B, I'm accepting. So A, B, B as a subword. So this is B is correct. This is not correct because after A, B, B, it can accept anything. And this is also not correct. Only one A, B. After this, it can have any number of A's and B's, including A, B, B. So the answer is B. Now consider the following deterministic finite state automata. Let S denote the 7-bit binary strings in which the first, the fourth, and the last bits are 1. That means there are 7 bits for us. 7 bits for us. In which the first, the fourth, and the last bits are 7. Now look at this. First is 1, 7 bit. Total is S is the set. What is the set? The set S. Let S denote the set of 7-bit binary strings in which the first, fourth, and the last bits are 1. You look at this. I am writing the regular expression for S. First bit, total 7 bits. First bit, then fourth bit, and last bit. This is the regular expression. Now this is your S. And this, if you look at this, the language accepted or the strings accepted by this are 1, 0, 0, then 0 star, 1, 0 or 1 whole star. So 0 or 1 whole star. So anything 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 star 1. 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0 star or 0, 0, 1, then 0 or 1 whole star. It will accept those things 0, 0, 0 star or 0, 0, 1. What I am checking is for whether 2 zeros are followed by 1. So this is my regular expression. If this is the case, it is accepting 0, 0, 1. When 0, 0, 1 is there, it is now accepting. Right? This is regular. Now the strings accepted by FA from S. What are the strings from S? These are the strings. How many strings you get? 1. Right? In this S, members of 1, 0, 0, 1, 0 or 1, 0 or 1, 1. That means I am fixing this 0, 0, 1. So this is what you get. Because I should get 0, 1 as substring. Suppose there is a possibility that 0, 0, 1 will be here in this part. What is the regular expression for the FA? 0 or 1 whole star, 0, 0, 1, 0 or 1 whole. That means it is accepting strings that contain 0, 0, 1 as a substring. Now in this set yes, I will get 0, 0, 1 in this part. I may get. If you get that, then how many strings are there for you with this pattern? Now here it could be anything because at least 1, 0, 0, 1 is there. So I get total 4. Suppose 0, 0, 1 will be here in this part. Then how many I get? How many I get? Here 0, 0, 1 is there, FA will accept. So here it can be anything. So how many you get? 4. But there is one thing that is common in these things. What is that? These two. Look at this. These two. These two are common. So minus 1. So in total, these 4 will be accepted. These 4 will be accepted. But this is counted twice. So what do I get is 7. Okay. So the strings accepted by the FA from S are 7. This is a tricky question and you need to work out very clearly. The smallest finite automata which accepts the language X such that length of X is divisible by 3. When it is divisible by 3 means you have to remember the length of the string. The length is divisible by 3. So if you start in the initial state, length is 0. Suppose I get a symbol whether it is 0 or 1, I don't mind. Length will increase to 1. Then if I get another 0 or 1, length will increase to 2. If I get one more 0 or 1, then it will be divisible by 3. And null string is length is 0, divisible by 3. So what do I get? If I get one more 0 or 1, it is divisible by 3. How many? 1, 2, 3. 3 states I require. So answer is 3 states. So